We load game. Oh, ja.
Mitch, why don't you start with name, what you did on Shadowrun?
Name, rank, serial number.
Yep.
Mitch Gittleman, executive producer.
Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Shadowrun Hong Kong. I have a lot of things to say about this game. It's what started my obsession with cyberpunk, worlds and systems, the futurism, as one might say. A made-up word. Don't try using it in an essay. You'll probably get your points deducted. But I love this game. I remember it. I remember all the memories, and I'm probably gonna cry during this stream or during this or any follow-up streams regarding this game, because I love this game. It brought everything I wanted from so many different sources. It gave me a futuristic world with both magic and cyborg enhancements. Cybernetic enhancements. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us jump straight into cyberpunk into Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. Now, the only thing that changes here, as far as I know, is combat difficulty. So we're going to be playing on normal. In a world of Shadowrun, there are no statistical differences between males and females. Alright, give me a second to Google, is that true? Nah, I won't doodle it. I'm just messing with you. I actually wanted to doodle it, but I didn't know what to doodle, so yeah. I played this game 3 times. Beat it once. And I loved it. The game is fucking amazing. I loved every second of it. I think we're gonna go with a male, since we're gonna be going with my standard build for this game, because I love it. But I'll be reading everything out for you guys, so you guys are not lost on why human best class. Humans were the only race on Earth until the Awakening in 2012. Now to find themselves the definition of average or even normal. They are still the most populous race in the world, and thus control many of the most powerful, moneyed, and important positions in society. All humans have a +3 karma to start the game. Maximum stats, 9 and everything. Elves. Many people consider elves to be the most fortunate metahumans. They are more attractive and socially accepted than other metahuman races. Elves are taller than humans, but have a more slender build. Their hair is usually thicker, longer, and more luxurious than average. And here's come to a point. I also have a +1 charisma, with maximum stat differences being a quickness of 11 and charisma of 12. Dwarfs are the shortest of the metahuman races, although their torsos and shoulders are with the size would indicate. They're wider than the size would indicate. Thus their strength is equal to and sometimes greater than the large races. All dwarves start with a +1 in willpower. Maximum stats, body of 11 and willpower 11, strengths of 12. The orcs. Orcs are the fastest breeding race and are the second only to humans in world population. Their size leads to intimidating silhouette and a body that can take more physical damage than the average. Orcs have pointed ears and intimidating teeth or tusks. All orcs have a +1 to body. Maximum stats, body of 14, quickness of 9, strength of 12, charisma of 9, intelligence of 8, and willpower of 9. And trolls. Trolls are the largest of the metahuman races. However, prejudice against them has led people to assume trolls are of lower intelligence, but in reality there is no proof of this. Says the game that has them given a max of 6 in intelligence. But I digress. Trolls have pointed ears, intimidating teeth for tusks, and many have horn-like gropes that other metahumans do not manifest. All trolls have +1 body to have a +1 to body and strength, with a maximum stat of body of 17, quickness of 8, strength of 15, charisma of 6, intelligence of 6, and willpower of 9, making them heavy weapons or melee builds. Personally, I'll go with human, because much like in Dungeons and Dragons, getting +1 to all stats and getting a +3 off the bat really does help. This +3 karma is essentially a +1 or 2 skill points. So despite being the most average, they are the most flexible. Now here we have the archetypes, otherwise known as roles within roles one could take up within the underground. First we have the street samurai, freelance operatives who follow a code of straight honor. They are learned in the ways of a traditional samurai warrior and practices of modern combat. Some sell their skills for profit, while others look to take out the dishonorable scum that seem to breed in the urban sprawl. Key attributes are body, strength, or quickness. Key skill, close or range combat, or both, throwing weapons and dodge. Mage. Mages specialize in casting of spells, though that doesn't mean they can't use physical weapons as well. Their spells cover a wide range of magical effects, from offensive damage attached to character augmentation and degradation spells to healing spells. Key attributes willpower, key skill, spellcasting. Now that's what I love about this world, the world of Shadowrun. You don't know if that person you're attempting to shank is gonna pull out a jet or a fireball when you go to shank him. Ah, deckers. Ooh, I love the idea behind this, but fuck, it made me quit in my first playthrough. Not because I played a decker, no, I'm always a straight samurai. Fuck anyone who disagrees that a gun is not a suitable method of doing everything. Deckers use a cyberdeck to jack into the Matrix. Yes, the Matrix is exactly what you're thinking it is. A cyberspace in which you can go into and do stuff. The Matrix is the worldwide information-driven computer network. By projecting their minds into the electronic world, deckers can find secrets others keep hidden away. They use programs and expert systems to fight off the protections that mega corporations place in their way. Now this is a shaman. Shamans are real nice. They're summon guys. It's a class that my friend would play if we played Shadowrun. Shamans believe that their magic comes from a totem spirit that guides their life path. Their relationship allows them to summon spirits and command them to do their bidding. Shamans have the ability to conjure spells that mages cannot. Key attribute charisma. Key skill spirit summoning. Increasing the skill grants a shaman a totem benefit in conjuring. Key specializations spirit control. Ooh, rigor. Riggers use specialized sabotage to control small robot-like vehicles called drones with their minds. They can use this ability to provide surveillance, support, and extra firepower when required. And then we have the monk class, otherwise known as the physically adept. Adepts are magically active characters who focus their magic internally, seeking to reach their utmost potential physically, mentally, and spiritually. As adepts unlock new abilities, they become honed physical machines using their magic to enhance their close combat capabilities. Key attributes: body, strength, and willpower. Key skill: key casting. And then we have none. If you feel comfortable with the way characters are built in Shadowrun, you may create your own character by mixing skills and attributes as you wish. Yeah, I'm a straight samurai through and through. What can I say? Always love to beat. Oh yeah, I remember. They made a Kickstarter for this game way back in the day. So some of these portraits are actual people. Ah, the splatter cat. Look at those eyes. Same as the cat. Ah, that's why I love Sour Punch. I do believe this is a real human being. Now, not to be a judge of character, but there's a lot of beards here. There's a lot of beards. Some might consider to be neck beards, but I think we've seen this now already. Give me a second. Nah, it's not him. Alright, let's see. Can we find Hoodman? I love Hoodman. Here's he. Here he is. It's Hoodman. Here's Shaman Hoodman. Here's I'm gonna shank you Hoodman. Shaman Hoodman? You got any weed, bruh? Eee. I wonder. Is this an actual person? I really love this vampire jacket. This is what I imagine the leather jacket of a vampire would be. I don't know, it just looks so stereotypical. We got these shamans. Oh god, it's such an NFT. Just look at it. It's an NFT. Choose your cyber warrior. Alright, I won't be making fun of people's appearances. Not like I can dress up. I'll be honest, this looks troll. I can see my friend rocking this appearance. These glasses, though. Look at them. Yeah, they don't really... If his head is angled downwards, he can look over them. But other than that, they're fucking cool. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's not that cool. I mean, it's cool at a glance, but once you take a better look at it, wait. Oh, God, no. I hate it. I hate those glasses now. Because you see this? There is no that. I can't remember what it's called. The thing goes on your ear that holds the glasses. There is no that on here, meaning that his nose is holding them up, or it's an actual cybernetic implant. And now I hate it. It's a top hat. It's a cybernetic top hat. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Wait, fuck, we didn't find a natural character portrait to use. Wait, can I import a character portrait? I think I have some. Alright, give me a sec. Let me just go into my avatars folder. Ah, shit, man. I got the good stuff. I could do it. Oh, it wouldn't even take me a while. It would take me 5 minutes to import a goddamn road. I'm not even kidding. I got a few. That look semi-normal. Ooh, alright, boys. Alright. Alright. Shadowrun. Change. How to add custom portrait. Alright, step 1, you need to... Oh, I need to make it small. Open Steam. I find it. Alright, boys, give me a second. Give me a second. Alright. Well, I find a good picture. Ooh. No. No, it's psychological warfare. No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. That would kill us all. Oh, God. It's perfect. Now I need it in what format? I need it in what's it? 212 by 278. Alright, I'll just edit it. Oh. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at... No. I need it to be normal. No, fuck, you know. Can't find a Found a normal enough. Why is it saved like that? No, why is it saved like that? Who made this? Why? Why do humans exist? We're a doomed race. No, why is it saved as an HTML document? Wait, fuck you. I need it to be a PNG. Alright, I need to save it as a JermaSUS. No, you heard nothing. Alright, I need you to be a PNG. Fuck it, I'll open there and save it from there. It should. Fucking. Ah, fuck. How? Alright. Alright, I have discovered the ways. I need to copy image, open up Paint. Sorry, I need to open up Paint 3D. And now I go to crop. Alright. Now that I have the image, I just need to wait. No, not that. I need to canvas, lock aspect, resize, and what's the image I need? 212 by 278. Oh god, what the fuck? Alright. Alright. Alright, boys, just give me a second. 278. Undo. Alright, now we go to crop. Just 212. I regret my life's choices. Alright, now we go to save as image. And now just give me a second to find where Shadowrun Hong Kong files are. Open file location, data, resource, nope. Not managed, plugins, resources, not streaming assets. Tell me where it is. Streaming assets. Damn you. No, damn it. Streaming assets, content packs, Hong Kong. Content packs, Hong Kong, art. And now portraits. Yes. Tim Veitlarine. Sorry to say this, Tim Veitlarine, but You're getting replaced with a totally normal image. Don't worry about it. Where are you, Tim? I'll find you. You in your top hat. I only recognized you because of your top hat. I will find you. You found him. It needs to be saved as a PNG, right? Yes. Perfect. It's all coming together, lads. It's all coming together. Yes. Now it should be perfect. Yes. Yes. Oh, this is done. Will it work though? Alright. Slowly but surely, we shall make our way over there. Once we see it, we shall know it. We shall know it. Come on. Slowly. Once we see the white background, the room, you guys will immediately know who it is. Don't tell me you gave us a random pool. Come on. Where was Tim? Weightless something? Come on. I know the anticipation is killing you. It's killing me as well, but we have to be careful. It's gonna be funny for like 2 minutes. Come on, where are you, Tim? Why did I choose Tim of all? Fuck. Yes. Yes. It works. Alright. Alright, boys. Let me just log into my second Discord account real quick. Real quick, just give me a sec. And send someone a private message. Hey. Alright, boys, we gotta be chill. Hey. Hey. Wow, fuck, what's my intro? Alright, it's not a capital. Alright, boys. We sent the link. And now we will now close that Discord. We will delete it from existence. They will never know. They will never know. Yeah. And I know how karma works. Now, first we must choose which path to take. The never hit anything, the with the Gat, the actual useless, or the actual AK build. And we spend 2 more points in charisma. We pick up corporate, and now we have 5 points to use. This is putting us at 50 hit points. We confirm. We grab academic is for later on. Socialite is late game. Gang is early on. Corporate is also mid-game. Security is also mid-game. Shadowrunner is used like twice in the entire thing. We're good. Is it EA Sports or is it EA Games? What's EA's biggest game? What? Battlefield 1. Hey. All right, so we gotta be proactive here. We gotta choose an etiquette. Now let me just see how my infiltration went. The genius of having multiple Discord accounts. They will never know it, but it exists. All right. I think we'll go with academic. All right, boys. We gotta go with a Jeremy fucking Albertson. Street name, the Scout. No, sus guy. No. JermaSUS. There we go. Our character is complete. Nothing bad can possibly happen. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps.
One new message.
Hi. It's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah. I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago.
Alright, it's funny.
I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please, if our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
Shit, now I want to change everything. I've gotten the taste of modding. Changing the game. Now I want to change a lot more stuff. It's not even all that funny. Let's do these. Hard landing. Raymond Black, the old man gave you a home once. Took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens. Sheltered, educated, slapped some sense into you both, until you almost resembled productive members of society. And you took off, left it all behind, landed behind bars for a time, tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice. Until out of the blue, you got this scripted message. a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong right away. And wire to your account enough yen to buy you a flight and then some. The sun is rough, a squall comes out of nowhere, and a solid sheet of rain punching into the Bordean transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally stood still halt at the edge of the Chekalapkok Tarmak. Sounds like a spell. An hour and an indeterminate number of motion security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi into Victoria Harbour. Hong Kong looms ahead. Pulsing with energy. Continue. Hong Kong, Victoria Harbour, August 2056. Monsoon Saloon. You step from the churn in the water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks. It's somewhat large in the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbour. The man never said a word. The sand you worn, the worn brown duffel bag where you step on board filled with gear and some stiff new body armor. And a note. Better safe than sorry. D. Above us, smart thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the light of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, straight in a heaving heady stew of aromas, diesel, cecil, street food and filth. It's all you can do to keep your influence me where it belongs. The figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is a north lean, with in your face muscles and a jaw to break the fit. Jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Now don't you look like shit? Duncanville, the closest thing you have to a brother. You haven't seen the man in 8 years. Still as charming as ever. He grins. Grins not really your color, Jeremy. No, fuck. Shit. I didn't expect it. I almost forgot. I read the name Jeremy. Crap. Jeremy doesn't go with the nice new arm right. Fuck. Do I grab the picture of the dreamy grinner? I could. Ooh, I could. Nah. As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarm in your stomach. A liquid bubbling sensation. Now you see here, this is a real nice tutorial. They're already teaching you that your stats have how the fuck do I say it? Have influence in a conversation. About it after. Fuck, how does Jerma speak? No, I'll improvise. Don't know what you're talking about. Must be the Hobolites messing with you. Must be. Yes, still got some of your old fortitude at least. He laughs. You see how much the hole we used to put down? I'll be surprised if you don't land a little chop. Anyways, we gotta go find Raymond. Find Raymond? I thought he'd be here. Never showed up. You still got that same bariatric grasp. That since he was 12. We developed early. When was the last time I saw him? A few weeks ago, before I got his message telling us to meet him here. I've been working a lot, so I hadn't been by the house in a while. How was he? Your boss said. His voice sounds far away. He's not the same, Jeremy. Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time. How so? He's been restless, staying in his study inside his own head a lot, and he barely sleeps anymore. I've been worried about him, but I haven't figured out what to do about it. Let's chew and shreds, and I don't have a brother to turn to. Hell, wasn't too sure you were even alive still, until Raymond managed to track down your number. The one standing beside him breaks in. Where's you going, Duncan? Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. They're wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan moves down private police. Sarge? The one taps her chest with an armored finger. Got to see the Lone Star. I'm Duncan's partner. And superior officer. Let him carry my coffee for me sometimes. Or write my parking tickets. That kind of thing. I figured I'd use some backup. Don't know what Ray got himself into and I wasn't sure you were going to show up. It's that stuff from Art, but there's another current of resentment in it. What? How would Jerma respond? It doesn't really matter, but how would Jerma respond? You know, I cannot look at it. If I look at it, all I see is the abyss staring back at me. It's the... Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why didn't I use the picture of him as scout? No, it has to be JermaSUS. I'm surprised, see, right? But you let me. Yeah, well, I wasn't so sure, you know. You should see. Hey, look, I'm glad you're here, Jerry. Seriously, but I'm gonna need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I heard from you. Know what I mean? Memories of sleepless nights, a lot of flashback. I wonder if you ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wonder if you ever wanted to. And then stepping out into the daylight, suddenly free, the fallout, some obscure corporate restructuring, a few hundred yen worth of apology from your former jailers, and a decision to start a new life that leave the past behind. All of it. Until now. And I've been not a touch. You could say that, yeah. Upstairs, his daughters reflecting the harbor lights. He scans the waterfront, frowning. But it's fine, Raymond. He was supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of the pier. So we're fine. I'm just showing a big happy family reunion over dinner. Yes, sir, I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. I had a Hong Kong rise of serpent light from the sea. Government and Megacorp toil together within writing in their vast of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and its tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. Is it left click? Oh god, it's left click. Is it? Please tell me. WASD is for movement. And Christ. Alright, we're gonna go pick these up. Alright, it's out. Then Christ. I remember the controls. The fresh construction were expanding harbor out into the water. Corporate interest can dump a lot of country when it wants to. Now here we have our good old pal, the PDA. I'm not clicking that. We'll use the face sparingly. Alright. So anyways. Welcome to Hong Kong. Fuck. We're not in Hong Kong yet. We're on the guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Then he gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge. Well, that was open earlier. But it's pretty solid. Should there be someone to let us out or something? Yeah, sounds a little funny, don't it? Who knows? Who knows? It's Hong Kong. That's exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, won't you? We can check through the instruction set. I hate it when you call me that. Alright, boys, we gotta check through the construction site. We're gonna hop the fence. Alright, security checkpoint. The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Start to pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws a backward glance. There's not a way off the docks on the other side of this gate. I think that I can bypass the lock. Now this tutorial teaches you that you can use your intelligence to do stuff, your stats, and if you don't, well then you can just bring a party member along to do it for you. Do not look at the face, it will kill you. Look at you. Stand aside, let it work. Guys, fiddles with some vibes and lock. This is open. Got it. Let's go. Alright, so here's what you want to do. Now, as someone who has played this game a few times, you want to go here. This puts you in terror for this combat. Well, Cantonese, that's what you catch. The drop in the darts was fishing the package, added the speedboat when you're surprised, and now the package is at the bottom of the bay and the speedboat disappeared in the distance. The clothes on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. And they shout something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make out. You're rested. It's been years since Raymond's house, and the language lessons that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native tongue at home. Who speaks with authority? His Cantonese as solid as ever. He never let it drop. You guys are doing some late night fishing. The smuggler smiles. Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. You gotta need some better. You gotta need some better bait. You're gonna catch without us trouble. This is. We're just passing through. No need, but. The spokesman laughs, looks at his crew. Hey, thought you did the ease, baby. The authentic. Actually, just told me you didn't crap a gun. The friends won't stop, put the guns down. This mother swims his mouth as Miles and his friends. Never seen a badge like that before, and it's fake, some kind of security guard. He grasps his rifle. Either way, the sense the same. I think he's done talking. Close, I don't need help. Alright, just give me a second. No! Don't look at it. I need a gun chop fuck to play. There we go. Now we're ready for combat. Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those. Alright. We're at the combat, ladies and gentlemen. Just like XCOM, it's team turn-based. So in essence, we're in some really good positions to kill some people. We got their mage and force and the two gunmen. But first, we're gonna send these people into cover. Alright, from this position we can do a lot of things. They don't have a lot of armor. Oh shit, we see now that guy. But we can... it's over there. These are dragon ley lines. Mages use these. Once you put some points in willpower, you can see these, and then you use them. Mages are... Now we're gonna buff Duncan. Oh, we got a nice roll of a 12. Which means we can grab this. Cut on that man. And now we have good 70% chances to just hit people. Now you see wounded. A wounded is something that can be recovered with a simple spell and is automatically recovered at the end of combat. It's the last damage you took. I don't think there's a cap, but there could be. I don't remember exactly. So let's see. What's our crit chance? 91. 0. Then there's normal attacks like 50 because he's in the open. Yeah, they're in cover, 0% chance to crit. This man out in the open, 90. We just sprayed that man into the goddamn dirt. Fireball misses. Welcome to Expo. Ow! JermaSUS, no! Alright, from here we just annihilate that man. We put him in the meat grind, the proverbial meat grinder. This is one of Duncan's most powerful abilities, but we won't use it right now. Let's use his single bullets. Alright, spellcast, fucking spellcasters and the bullshit. Can't hit the broadside of a barn. $10 damage. Ooh, we could cast it. Medium cover intervening. 80. 75. I have no idea what's the damage fall off on it. Yeah, we're gonna heal that and 30% chance to miss. And we missed. Armor broken. Missed. Man has a shotgun. Thinks he can take down JermaSUS. Mage down, mage down. I repeat, mage down. Go, 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 go. Do we have a blind? Alright, move away. Go for the ley lines. Alright, number keys do nothing. You're on a light dragon line. Alright, Jerma, show them what you're made of. That's why we have Dungeon. I have, there's many complexities in this combat. Not enough ammo. Jerma, reload. Jerma shotgun. Come on, Dungeon. Damn it, Dungeon, I believe in you. Alright, 60. Do you think those guys were triad? No, not sure. I don't recognize the tattoos. No, we should be all fine. Mostly. Now around here there should be a small booster. Yeah, Toko. Maybe no. No, not an alternative. Oh, a security checkpoint. Alright, give me a second. I need to type sus in a Discord channel. Do not question my priorities. Alright, now that we have done it, I can continue on with my existence. Now, nah. That someone doesn't know their EA lore. And a gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Wood stairs of defense, considering loops and horrors of razor wire glittering in the lamp. But let's end with a monofilament. The corporations here don't stroll around. I have a pop. I've been a fancy before, but I'm fine. I won't. There was a stand at concentrating on prison walls back in the UCAS. It goes through bone like a propeller through sea foam. We aren't touching it. I don't think you can get the gate open. What do you think? It'll take me a few minutes though. Finally, she leans in to get a closer look at the mat. With fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses. I looked with intense concentration on her fence. I thought she was a mage. In Cantonese, Jeremy. I thought she was a mage. She is. That lets them know how things work. She used to be on the bomb squad. We only speak Cantonese from now on. That's what we did when we lived in Raymond's. Those endless drills are about to pay off. Just look at the Raymonds. You seem to land yourself in a fire. It's your Lone Star now, eh? That's right. Aren't you wondering what I've been up to for this last 8 years? Nope. The sounds between you gets louder, heavier. Then it's broken by a sound of bailing screech, whose hand goes to his holster. This is replaced by a sound of grinding wheels dancing over to the console. You see Tart grin back at you. No, she's grinning back now. Why must she grin? Oh. Wait. I'm gonna just ignore these guys. We must have the current kill count on screen at all times. Don't worry about it. No, actually, no. Nah. Light from the nearby vendor stall slabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting as rough voices drift in on the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? I haven't seen them yet. Where's the daddy? The voice becomes irritating. Well, why's probably waiting for us, so we can haul it out of the boat for him. The lazy bastards. We'll just head out here and let him find us. Looks like we're on the scout for Smuggler Central. These gangers don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. But we better take them out now. Or we got the element of surprise on our side. Yeah. Tutorial of a hoster. Or we can just, move the sparks and be done with it. Prepare for combat. Da-da. Did a grenade. No line of sight. Time to pop a chip in their ass. Where's the ley lines? There is no dragon lines. Fine, support from the back. Strip that man of armor. 90% missed. Straight mage. Clip him. Alright. Bruh, the goddamn music balancing in this game. Non-existent. Missed. Fuck. How am I flanked? That's it. JermaSUS moving. I'm never gonna get tired of saying that. Alright, we clip that man. That bastard's gone dead. I strip him of armor. You know you're useless, right? Did I just put her out in the bloody open? It would appear I did. But he missed. But them's the nature of grenades, as they say it. Damn, Jerma's competent with a gun. He is from Vegas, though. It's only natural. Americans would be natural with a gun. Ignore the lore of the game saying that we are actually from Japan. Ow. This man took a single shot. Alright, we can take him. Yeah, he's got some medium cover and stuff, but we finally got him. Oh, it's your move. Ow, flanked. What a sen. Dungeon, fill him with lead. We got him. Now we grab this shipment of one basic medkit. Now this is teaching us that we can just ignore combat. Hey, karma points gained. Hell yeah. You know what they say? Oh, grab that data stick. Hell yeah, we got some money. We get some of that moolah. And now we're about to meet the gang. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, and elf. 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers in the docks. Alert, poised, professional. We can see they made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped. Mind your manners. Who stands up tall takes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger, someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? The thick troll pulls his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, guess not. I must have drawn to mine in a dumpster, along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Who coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then, everybody draws. You can almost feel Wu's job training kicking in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quickly, but it's too late. By the time it's shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Kinda backs him up. She whips her arms forward. Fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. Everyone's be cool, says the fire mage. The troll's voice has changed. You're amused. He shakes his head in Vu's face. The laugh for that, ain't it? No. How about knowing there's anything stupid? We just want to talk. The troll smiles big. Oh, I can see that. Your buddies are totally chill. Someone can do for you, officer? Who's shot that, but Stone stays true and true. But for an old man, Raymond Black, who was supposed to meet him here, you know? The troll nods an armor's head. Mm-hmm. His voice gets an edge. You can see the vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is she? Tarsis too keeps her voice neutral. Easy dungeon. The troll maintains and views eye contact, but his weapon stays trained in view. That's right, easy dungeon. If Raymond never showed up, I've been waiting for the better part of an hour. And now when you put the guns down? His voice steady, but it's clear he's coiled. I don't think so, not until I get some answers. Like? If a group of heavily armed assholes are meeting an old man at construction site at midnight. We do our jobs. Oh fuck, she's a permanent character. I'm gonna need a voice. Wait, she's an orc. What's a good voice? Can't think of it. Wow, must be fun. Alright. The old girl chimes in. Her tone is light. She's trying to diffuse the situation. We do our jobs for money. We speak soft, but you know that means he's reaching the end of his rope. He cracks his neck. Pop, pop. What kind of jobs? Odd jobs. Listen that. So you were his tour guides, right? The troll's yellow-brown tusk shift into a smile. Kinda, yeah. The old man had us to take you on an excursion. Whose brown furrows? Hired you. He takes a moment, looks them over. There's an odd assortment. A sabered-up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes. You can even see the rat. A dwarf with a saber-decked slung on her back. I should have made Jerma a goddamn dwarf. No, he's like 5'6", no, he's like 5'7". No, he's like 5'74". Likes to think he's 5'8". That's all elves stand behind him quietly, inscrutable. All with guns trained on Vu. Dead man. You're Shadowrunners. I'm standing sprints drives. He's jotting. You're Shadowrunners. Mm-hmm. This bullshit. I would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. Mercenary appellations. Nor cuts in her voice soft but strong. Criminal. Mercenary appellations. So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associated with a bunch of hired criminals. So the best Babylon style. Just didn't know the old man as well as died, eh? We'll try to shake it out with struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off him. There's a sense too in their stance of that kid in dungeon and their guns are big. The looks on their face make it clear. One won't be the sweat and woos going down in red mist cloud. Karen remains completely still. Her voice is level, moderate. She's done this before. Hostage situations, you know. Except that man has an AK. I think that's a 97. It's all stay focused, no need for this to get ugly. Just speaks silent, who listens without turning. You're focused squarely on the troll. When find Raymond, these are the people who can help us with that. What were you hired to do? You can tell the old girl has had enough intention. She blurts it out. The old man wanted us to take him into a Kowloon Vault City. You too. The large rats ran into her hip and showed both their heads out of the folds in her clothing. They fixed their beady eyes on you intently. You know the walled city? Slum, right? I heard of it. And a sneers rolling her eyes. It's a shithole, the worst slum in the eastern hemisphere. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through your mind. Well, yeah, it's a real bad place. Why would a little old man pay a ticket there? You all standing next to her nods and jumps in. Wouldn't say, mumble a lot too. Just kept rambling on about how he had to get in. And under ordinary circumstances, I would have accepted the kid, you understand, but the Wild City is the last place they would go. With the old man loaded up shotload in the end, we gotta eat, lad. Woolrich glanced at you, his weapon range trained Shadowrun as about a flicker of uncertain place across his face. Your story seems like the time to ramp down the violence, don't you think? I draw flash you a smile, and that's all dust and no warmth. I can yet tell you what. He lifts his steam and slowly starts lowering his weapon. We'll now put our weapons down, and boom! Sniper stick cover. Shit, you're in trouble. The sound hot caliber rifle shots, hands in the air, and the red dots of lasers set sweep the area. Charted the throne, and silent F died dead in the widening pools of blood. Their heads broken open like melons dropped from a four-story building. Your girl streams from cover. Night Shark! Night Shark! Come on, big man, talk to me. Jet shot, no! No! She stares the dwarf, her eyes wide with fear. Oh shit, this ain't good. A voice blares out from the loudspeaker. There's the police! Lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your heads, and come on with we can see you. Duncan Wu, Jeremy Robertson, come on where we can see you in 3 seconds. Then runs down behind camera, he's James Lawton Tartar's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. Stand down, damn it. I'm law enforcement, Lone Star. He's driven deeper into trouble by a hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes her head at him, her voice flat. Say your bluff, you won't listen. Use your eyes, the bastards ain't need to make arrests. And snap shots at the wall next to her head, covering her in an explosion of plaster. Stay down, Duncan. You hit? You're gonna pop down this Jimmy. The red girl stares at the ground intently as if listening in her brow furrows. Her eyes grow beady and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. She snaps out her trains. Okay, I did our way out. It's the end of the street. Everyone, come with me. Everyone, we don't need to rent cop. We don't need to rent the cops. Got it? We're the only ones. The little orc whips her head towards her friend. That's what firepower is. I'd ask now, we're gonna need to get past the heat. And we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If that else, you can soak up a few rounds for us. She turns to you, her pupils pinprick of intensity. Stick together and keep it close. There's a door down the stick that leads to a back alley. That's ours. You fall behind, you get left behind. Shit. Alright, boys. So here's what happened. Fucking everyone's dead. It's laughless. And someone just closed my fucking door. Just they don't like me yelling. Alright. So here's what we do. First we get into better cover. So we don't get shot at. Then, well, then we start shooting. How much to summon a spirit? I need to mark 2 there. What's that, Trevor? That's 2, Trevor. The shy dwarf, eh? Alright, from over here you're in good cover, but you can't take a shot. What's your chances? Good enough. Even misses count as hits in this game. Mostly because, you know, explosives. What? They got a shotgun bitch behind us. Alright. You reload. Voice some shots down range. That's customized silver gin. Causes bleeding on hit. We're not high level enough to use Overwatch, the most basic of abilities. But we are high level enough to, you know, summon a goddamn water elemental to deal with stuff for us. Alright, you know, strip armor and heal most recent attack. Go water elemental. Beat the shit out of him. Beat the shit out of him. Alright boys, we're moving up slow but surely. Get him at angels. Alright, that's a dead one. Go. Get in, Kevin. Oh yeah, anytime you're out of cover, they just, you know, start shooting at you. Snipers are the neutral turn. We land the shot. Alright, Gobbet, I'm gonna need you to take spree. Did I move on any of those turrets down? What's the chance of killing her? Might as well be nothing. You wounded? Boosted same. Heals. No, I can't. No wounds to heal. You have 14 wounds. Do we send it back to deal with the shotgun fellow? Do we send it forward to deal with these? Because these guys did a summon of their own. I don't want to force them to use it. That's next turn ability. Where's Dungeon? There he is. Should be able to see him from there. Alright. Alright. That can deactivate the drones. Deploys drones power down. Alright, can't do nothing more from there. Missed, but still land a hit of some damage. I hate how that building is not actual cover. This park bench is. Watch it. Jobbit, where the fuck are you? And give Jerma one more haste. Hell yeah. Alright, next turn, flash maybe. Alright, soon they're gonna start summoning. Alright, there's the summon. Coming out. 9 damage. Slow movement. Pistol shot. Alright, job it. I'm gonna need a aim boost. And I'm gonna need you to move up. Here's you and your goddamn stompy legs. Advance slowly. But kill quickly. Alright, Dungeon and Jobbit, you take care of her. Gone. Eliminated. Jerma took care of that. Now everybody get a fucking move on. No man left behind. Good old Marine mottos. Which one is it? Oh, it's that one. Empty gun. Ooh, for a second I thought I put him close to a wall. That would have been bad. She wouldn't have been able to move. Oh yeah, there's some cops over there. One out. Two. Mando loves you. Yes. Get into cover. You should be fine. Like I said, should. I have no idea what happens if you kill these guys. Never did it. Thought it was a waste of turns. And you probably could. The rat shaman guides you from the doorway and the street through the eternity of binding alleys, damp sub-basements and empty buildings. Stumbling through the refuse and filth, you make your way into the sewers below Victoria Harbor. It reaches down here, but it's quiet. Yep, it stops, sniffs and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rats squeak softly in the folds of her clothing. The wolf reaches her silent, watches her silently for a minute, then moves closer and tries to touch her arm. In the dim light of the sewers, you can see they're nearly the same age, no more than 20, 21 tops. What were their names? She keeps her head down and tells it to the floor. The troll you were talking to was Nightjar. He was her friend. The elf was called Gutshot. Kind of an asshole, but I don't need to see his head plastered everywhere like that. Nightjar was a good guy. Always had our backs, Isabel and mine's. Isabel nods in agreement, her voice flat. You're a fine around that you can naturally trust. She looks at her friend. Are we clear? Gabblar looks back the way it came. I think we're shaking them. She sniffs the air. Yeah, we're clear. We'll begin spacing. His boots splash in the sewer water, creating echoes from down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off him in waves. This is bullshit. I'm done messing around. He now is in sewers. I'm done running it from cops. He pulls it down to his chest and spits his hand a forth in a raspy growl. Fuck's sake, I am a cop. We noticed. This Lone Star Sergeant dead back there. Damn it, she was... He starts to choke up. He struggles against fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull together, but he's raw. When he speaks, his voice is seedy and hoarse. I know what the hell's going on with horn calling drops, but I'm calling it some Lone Star backup from here. I'm need some of my own people down here. And to find Raymond to figure out what the fuck happened here. Your girl shrugged, the little old shrugs. Whatever you say, big guy. You have fun with them. Short's over with his friend. They're both not. Isn't that out of here? Best luck find your friend. Fuck, what would Jerma say? What would... No, Jerma wouldn't say much in this situation. No, this... Well, best of luck, that's it. I'm the greeny green. Her brown first, that's right. What'd you expect? We'll form some sort of posse, like in your own cowboy woods. Go on to find killers and see justice. Without your safety, now we are done with this shit. We don't intend to die with you. Wizenless, you can see it in his face. He's already written the order off. He pulls his security grade PDA from its holster on his left leg, raises and starts stabbing buttons with a meaty finger. The one star loaded on the back of the device, so it's flashing official. He stops and chews and taps it harder. You're flashing image of the PD and flashing his daughters. What the hell? I'm locked at the network. The law enforcement has been revoked. I don't believe it. This is an APB out for us, Jeremy. You and me both. This is bullshit. How'd they know who we are? No, I don't get it. Fuck, you know. This just keeps getting... Is that where I got it from? Is this where my constant swearing of fucking hell comes from? Duncan, did you infect me with fucking hell? You son of a bitch, with the letters of the wall, storm raging across his face. Fucking hell. His hand clenched a fist around his PD. This just keeps getting worse. He leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly. A pantomime of very constrained rage. Suddenly he turns and swings his PDA at a far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and splatters the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. Your dome mounts a, "Oh, yeah," to herself eyebrows. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isabel, that's... She's cut off by some smashing noises of friends. Boot comes crashing down the PD at Wu's feet. Evolve looks down at her report, unsatisfied, brings her boot down again, and again, and again, until there's nothing left but a snarl of plastic housing, broken glass, and circuit boards. She looks up at Wu, her chest heaving, and points to the pile of straps she's created. Who is she? Did she trace you through that? She turns to you, hand out. You're still. It's on the network. Smash yourself. Would pull your own. Jerma, the absolute psychopath, throws his PDF into the goddamn ground, crushing it into small bits of plastic and glass, circuit board, evaporating as if by some eldritch magic, as one guy in chat calls him a psycho. You crush the PDF to shreds. Good. Shorts over her jaw is in narrates her jacket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burn as a soap, it's the least we can do after your help back there. Parents, you people always keep a supply of burns in your pocket. One's need to prepare for fantasies, ain't that right, Elise? His voice and listens to his burned open mouth on her own PDAs. Bluish glow and making her horrified expression. Shit. Got it. We gotta go. Right now. His voice wasn't monotone, but she holds up her PDA shoulder. They're after us too. Her screen displays a local newscaster. Your own face stares back at you in the upper left corner of the screen. No! 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 They're peeping the horror. And breaking news, just under an hour ago, the Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with the members of the terrorist cell instead of mainland state of Henan. The battle of 3 terrorists dead along an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. Your image Winston replaced by a style image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago before Raymond. Also, says report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and Jeremy Albertson, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. Though there's photographs of Dobbins will pop up on screen in place of Duncan Wu. Oh shit. Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell known as the White Star maintains ties with the state of Henan, and it's perpetrated to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS city state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force's Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with that threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement. Behind the newscast, the video window displays the location of a firefight in Victoria Harbor. The camera pans the Chief Inspector Crate. She is surrounded by a swarm of news reporters, but appears unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence. That's a woman. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it's clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. Great sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cop. We have already issued an all-points bulletin along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed this Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. She looks directly into the camera. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap into your HTTPS flash code at the bottom of the screen if you are on unauthorized network and take a picture. Our system will automatically identify you in your data stream. After switches off, the newscast flips Wikipedia onto her boat. For a moment, there's no sound but the roar of sewer water rushing through pipes. Dad bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind, her eyes straight to it for a new position. I thought we were fucked before. Whose voice is eerily calm. But now, we are well and truly fucked. How bad is it? Real bad, Jeremy. That's Twitch chat explaining to Jerma how hard Pinwheel is. The hardest boss in the He begins talking back and forth, bantering like a panther in a cage. They're able to search us and just rape mad on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with whatever city-state. They're gonna hunt us down. It's open season. Everyone nods the remains of Wikipedia with a booted toe. The two of us will be hunted down right on you. I speak English well sometimes. Notes wide-eyed. Note wide-eye as the exits. That is a spring. It hears shallow panting as she leans towards one. No. We gotta go deep. Hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find a hole to crawl into. Never looks at this and wipes her mouth and points to Chew and Nudging. We gotta get them off the grid too. Way off. No, the dwarf looks up at Dungeon then, and her large eyes narrow. Hey, Lone Star, you got a security license, right? That means you got a SIM too, right? What's wrong for us? Of course I have a SIM. Then we'll be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and low-lives those things. She runs her hands on cyber that thinking. That means you can be traced. Both of you. You got spotted by Joe on a security camera. Get ID by a retina scanner. Try to use your credit sticks as passports. The HJPF will know just where to find you. Our system identification number works, runner. So we're stuck in this country. No money, no passport, nothing. Yeah, pose at the dreadlocks. We're just as true as you are, meanies. We've listed the stops, and we can't afford for you to get caught. You'll lead them to us, one way or another. The NSA things we told you, Astro residue, I don't know, cop stuff. The little Doctor looks up at you, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a sound decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. You want to get your sins burned. They reach you from the record books, all of them. Whoa, wait a minute, you want us to just erase our identities? Will rubs a hand across the stove. Beyond the fact that it's insane, would that even work? If we bring our sins go off and bring them, won't they just redouble their efforts to find us? Consolation seeps its way into Isabel's dry tone. Imagine playing a game of hide and seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you try to hide with a siren or with a siren conspicuously absent? Then it tries the Matrix sounds hard. It's very difficult. I can't do it. Some people can. Organizations, expert systems. Jobbert's voice drops. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has the kind of pull to make it takes to burn a sin hiders from the stops. Kindly Chang. I can't take it serious. Why did I do this? Who is this Chandler Chang? Some sort of super doctor? No, she's no doctor. She's what's known as a straw sando. And a middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. A triad. Chandler Chang controls all the illegal activities in our neighborhood. Smart only bootlegging, counterfeiting. Middle manager is the Yellow Lotus Syndicate or retail outlet. Do not get a wrong impression. Chandler Chang is no bureaucrat. She controls a good-sized portion of Kowloon's under which she has soldiers resource. She's smart. And she's not to be underestimated. His voice is hollow and flat. Taking favors from one attention is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Her eyes get big, round, and you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job. Nightjar, you worked with her? What would just tell you? She's got her fingers in everything, including broken shadow runs for the corpse. Tensions are fixing. No tries to make her voice light, confident. You stay on your good side, and you have nothing to worry about. Now let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down on us. Alright, boys. Wait. Yeah. And this is the story of how Jerma985, otherwise known as a JermaSUS, became a Shadowrunner. Oh god, I can already see it going down badly. I can already see all the bad things happening. I already see the museum going to hell. You scramble up a ladder and through the access way where the sewer system spits you out into the Hong Kong Mass Transit Railway System, the MTR. Crossing the rails, you climb up to the platform and into the station. Above you is Hyoin. The rats on a little decker plant plead your case to kindly Chang. The one they know who can help you get underground and off the grid fast. But there will be a price. Chang is a tribe boss whose favors tend to come with strings attached. The sounds of the waterfront at night Pete laid down the stairway to the surface. Peering up the steps, you can catch a glimpse of the night sky, overcast and low. Karma gained 5. The sewers deposit into sewer mechanical access ways that eventually link to subway, the system of railway networks. Gavin leads you through the 5 or 6 magneto sealed doors and crosses several sets of electrified tracks until she indicates you reached your destination. She holds up her hand against the surrounding platform. This is the MTR station of Hell. Once you go up those stairs, you're in our neighborhood. Chan runs her operation out of Mahon Power. They're called the Swift Winds. Will rips off his goggles. There's an APB on us. How you expect us to go to the Swift Winds place without taking a bullet? Oh, it's well known as a protected area. Chan sees to that. It's a shadow community. Smugglers, hijackers, black marketeers. You get the idea. Cops tend to give the place a wide berth. Isolde gives a shallow nod. Her gaze remains planted on the door. Police cameras don't last long here. Between the smart and the cloud club, we shouldn't have to worry about the drone surveillance either. The HGPF won't find you. No, not if you follow our lead. Gavin widens her stance, puts her hands on her hips. Now, here's how this is gonna work. We can't get an audience with Chang until we secure you an invitation. So me and Liz will go on ahead and pay our respects. Then we'll request that she see you, politely. Invitation, how do we get that? We'll kiss her ass until it shines. That's about the size of it. One more thing. Kindly Chang is a dangerous woman. She may seem friendly, but don't let your guard down. Whatever you do, do not disrespect her. God. She drops her hand, nods to the freely. That's it. We're going ahead, smooth away. Just give us a few minutes, head starts, and don't talk to anyone. What if a local recognizes from the news broadcast? Calls the cops. Gavin smirks and shakes. No one in here calls cops. Doing that around here is what would get dead. How are we going to bolt on us? Just wince that you're confused. Because we need your sins burned as badly as you do. And we need to figure out a way out of this shit, or we're all dead. Plus, we could use the muscle right now. Just saying. See you there. Mage John Parlor. The Shadowrunner's footsteps grip your phone when you're alone with Blue. He dreamt something unintelligible, begins panther stalking back and forth again. Footprints of sewer water and Martin's in his path on the subway platform behind him. Minutes pass, Will steps back. Sinan runs both hands over his face, droning a sound of anxiety and disgust. It dissipates and he stands there silently, his hands covering his face and his shoulders shaking with emotion. Then he begins to laugh. It's a laugh that comes from down deep, from a place where fear and frustration and impotence swirl. With a laugh, but the barrier holds, who forces taking control of his breathing. And his laughter begins to slow. He becomes himself again. Oh my god, Jeremy. I have to shout the laugh shut in. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell are we doing here? How did we get into this? He drops his hand and turns, still shaking his head in disbelief. I think I'm gonna lose it. Go ahead, we're alone. Will walks to the wall of the subway station sound. He stands there for a moment lost in thought. And then his fists explode in a fury of plunges. He hits the wall hard, sending plaster crumbling to the floor on his feet. Your breathes heavy for a moment, head down, hands on hips. Spent. Counter is dead, Jeremy. They fucking ended her. He puts a hand to his forehead. I know what I'm gonna do now. Sounds like she was more than just your partner. He turns to you with a bland way. Of course she was. She was my train officer, my mentor. It's in, and then he gets in his aqueous rays. Looked like you two were close. Who waves you off with a gnarled hand. Carter was my partner. She had my back. Do you know how important it is? What it means to lose that? When you're out there on the streets facing down a food riot, you need to know someone's looking out for you. That you can stand there with someone you can depend on. That was Carter. The show's slumping huge sails heavily. And she was like my compass or my anchor or some shit. She kept me on or sane. You're sane, coming from German. You're sane, chat. This is just shock and grief. Yeah, I suppose so. He steps back, taking in a deep breath. Screw it. Whatever she was, I'm throwing her down the memory hole. You know why? He snarls, spits. Because it doesn't matter now. Because we're gonna burn our sins, Jeremy. Jesus Christ, do you know what that means? The moment we do that, we're dead. To all the world, we're dead. We're wiped clean. He cuts it off in his face. Raymond, the house we grew up in, my career, Carter, all gone. No home, no money, no identity, nothing. He waves his hand, brushing it all away. We will be nobody. When we're straight, I'm going to find a way out. This is from like you did in the old days, Michael. You want to bring up the old days? Are you fucking serious? Left the old days behind years ago. Whose neck cranes forward, his lower jaw thrusts out ahead of him. You left me behind. You left me behind. Memories flash bright. Suddenly you're back 8 years ago on the street outside Raymond's house. It's you and Will, in the middle of the night. Actual goddamn announcements. Now, you can't just leave like that, Jeremy. What am I gonna do? Say to Raymond. You know how he is. Yeah, no, he's inflexible. Saturday was breaking one of his rules, just being outside the house after curfew. At some point that you have to run out now in the middle of the night without ever telling Raymond why. He's distraught. You can see it on his face, hearing his voice. He used to be lost without you. Alright, what would be the most Germa thing to do? It's a job, no. No, some people mess with... No. It was a deal, Dungeon. Too good a deal to pass up. You didn't find what you use it. Jobs... Too good to pass up. I thought without that shit behind Jeremy. You don't understand. I own money. I owe money to some people. I owe money to chat. No, whatever's going on, tell me one thing. Everyone will not approve. I know, man. I'll deal with that when I get back. I won't be long. 3 days, tops. You remember the lodge in his face as he walked away. The events of fall were blurred. 3 days later, you were behind bars in a private corporation. No interrogation, no charges, no appeal. Years later, some corporal bought some other corporation, and the new board would like push some sort of reform agenda. The higher ups gave an order, and then you were out. But if you entered the end to your name and 1 stars, yourself, non-disclosure agreement ensuring your silence. That didn't matter to you anymore. You were starting fresh, determined, until Raymond tracked you down, left you that voicemail, and brought you to Hong Kong and back together without your move. You realize it was been staring at you. Now it's your... Why the hell have you been on this stuff? Why didn't you contact me? At least tell me you were alive. I wanted that kid, but I was locked up then. Couple of bats, I no shit. Just rinse you. Full lie detective. Oh fuck. I had no idea. A range of emotions play across his face. He stares at the ground for some time before finally looking back at you with a heavy sigh. Wow. I don't know how to process that one right now. No. If we're still alive tomorrow, what's that one? This shit is too much. When we were on this island hunted by cops, Mother's Dan Raymond was missing. We were about to go see crime law about raising our goddamn identities. And as a bonus, our only allies are a pair of tiny criminals who would kill us if they could, so they couldn't have to deal with this shit. Listen, Jeremy, back in the barns, whenever I was out of control, you just handle situation. No. Do I have to voice clip Jerma saying, the boys? I'll do it. You think I won't do it? Where is it? Fuck, where is it? There it is.
Wandering nobles. This is
Summon the boys. Come on. Show more. Fuck. Come on.
It's 5 people. Let's go.
Alright, no, I don't have the voice. I'm gonna prepare the voice clip for next time, probably. No, fuck you, don't you? Why must you do this to me? Why must you remind me of I'm here to kill chaos? I don't care about your story. I'm here to kill chaos. With Tarragon, I'm just raw nerve. I'm afraid I'm gonna slip again, and people are gonna get hurt again. That's your bag, don't you? He stares at you hard, like he's trying to see something inside your head. We'll see. Just don't press it. I need to get used to you. Now we get to me the tribal get our damn sins burned. Someone to pump them as fast as they can. You'll change, Jeremy. Your smile grew. I think it's in biotech. Yeah, now we can see enemy HP. Don't worry, people. I got this. I know what I'm doing. We can get some goddamn body modifications. No, we're getting the rifles. We're upgrading the rifles. Wow, look at them. They didn't even lock these behind something. Nah, just to upgrade our quickness, you know. Wait, if this is dodge, this is dodge. What? There's the upgrade. So we need 9 points. I don't think we need much more of that. Maybe we'll add one more late game. Seems to increase damage value melee attacks in terms of fire grenade throws. We're gonna put some points into intelligence. Jerma's a smart guy. Look at all these drone control. Willpower, hit magical hermetic matter spells and key boosting attacks, so boosting key casting. Alright. Now we can just grab willpower and go into key casting already. Damn. And we got charisma. Don't worry, boys, I got this. You've changed, German. You've gained a face. You've gained that one face that everyone knows signs drop. Hell, you made shift both city latched onto the Kai attack right with front from like a parasite behind you, massive snarl of dart and dart. High rise dominates dominates the scenery or some shit. Well, if it isn't the law. Bruh, the law is such a mood. Alright, boys, we're going in. The swift winds made Jean Parloa filled with the stench of cigarette smoke, the incessant click-clank of Mayhorn towers and the grim face of hardened gamblers. Come in, we have a lot to talk about. We can feel every eye in the room as you cross the Mayhem power to the middle-aged woman sitting patiently at its end. The click-clack of ivory-colored tie stops. Hands stay beneath tables, into jacket pockets, behind backs. The woman has the face of a prison guard and the demeanor of an inmate. Her salt and pepper hair is spun into an iron-hard bun, and beneath it, 2 shiny black eyes offer nothing, but soon on it all. A nearly empty table of something foul rests on her Mayhem table, nestled between a pair of dirty shot glasses, tiny puddles of brown linder at the bottoms. Goblin and Zero stand on the other side of the table, heads lowered, shoulders slumped, hands clasped. They risk a frightened glance at you as you approach. Charlie Chan's voice is nasal and rusty mean. My little pairs of fuck-ups. He told me all about what happened at the docks. Dips a pinch into a shot glass, brings it to her mouth, removes it with a sharp smack. How 2 of my best runners had their heads put out. How you need protection, and how you need to get your identities. What before you get your heads put out too. Potentially leading the shit into my front door, placing me and everyone in my employ in danger. She finishes the rim of her glass. So wise, so very, very wise. The young shaman's eyes never leave. We're sorry, aren't you? Wait up. Her black eyes flash. You mustn't speak until you're spoken to, Jobbet dear. The smile turns mean. And since you're one short hair away from being dumped into the river chained to Isabel's corpse, I suggest you let your new friends hear the talking for a while. Does that make sense to you, dear? The gentle voice is back, sweet, nasal, and grinding. Dark circles ring Gobbet's armpits. Yes, auntie. Changing the kids are very good. You remain silent. She pours herself in her drink. Her cheeks are rosy, already flushed. Now, my darlings, understand the little rat shit here. You came from Seattle to meet my client, Mr. Black. Mugent answered what client? But before you could find him, the HKPF started splattering gray matter everyone, and everything went to shit. And now you need your sins burned so you can disappear before you end up dead too. Is that right? Yes, ma'am. Very good, but on my start, would you tell me who you are? You call me. No, I think I messed it up. The first and last name. How the fuck did I do that? My name is Albertson. And have you done first name Albertson? A profession? I mean, you know, you do want me to raise you dentist, don't you, dear? Gemma, listen, I guess you'd call me a street samurai. I guess you're from Seattle. Street samurai, isn't that something we say here in Hong Kong? We prefer a street soldier. How did you become a street samurai, Jeremy? Picked it up young. I've been cool for a few. Little brown furs, and he shakes his head. Still can't believe it. Anne whips her hand towards Boo and asks the retort on her ribs, but then she stops, sticks her lower lip, and she sizes him up. She turns to the lieutenant standing behind her, nodding her approval. Looks like the gun show's in town. What's your name, gun show? Lieutenant Boo, I'm a cop, Lone Star. And there was some fresh corpses found in the darts, smugglers, I believe. Didn't sound like the Hong Kong police when I heard about it. You know what I do with Lieutenant Boo? Whose answerman fits in a spot in the wall behind her. He smolders. I didn't find myself with Lone Star, but they wouldn't stand down. They had weapons, no self-defense. She puckers her lips at him. Her voice sings song. I don't care, sweetie. They weren't my people. And now I know you're a life taker, Mr. Dunshow. You and your friend here. She begins airing making her down on the table in front of her. But now I'm curious. Why were you meeting Raymond Black in the darts tonight? Raymond Black is our foster father. That makes her pause. Sharon lifts a bottle of swollen eyes though able, collecting dots in her own mind. Interesting. I let the stress pass over her face. Sorry, kids, but he was looking like shit when I saw him. Eyes half open, dark circles around him, dragging his feet the whole bit. The Dixon, the fast dad was in a bad place. I think it was drugs. You can hear dry. Raymond didn't do drugs, Jeremy. That changes words of opinion. Of course not. Nobody's daddy does drugs. Don't show their own herb gardens and read poetry books. They're lads after a hard day at the office. Who knows? I would say it could have been drugs, but he was lucid most of the time. Still, if Mr. Black was on something, it was definitely some sort of hallucinogen. I remember him drifting off near the end of our meeting. It looked like he was off somewhere else, and he said, I left prosperity in there. Ah, what? Then I put his hand on Mr. Bad's shoulder, asked him why he wanted to go into the vaults in. That seemed to bring him back. When your old man opened his eyes, they were full of tears, and he muttered something I couldn't make out. And that got really irritating after a while. I can imagine. Alright, let's get to it. She grabs along some start back off the Mayhorn table, lights it. Alright, let's get to it. Should say this moment, once two fingers with you and Boom. You two need your sins burned, you need them burned fast. Hunter Dragons are bad news when they roll their own force, armored personnel carriers, heavy armor, heavy weapons, sorcerers, the whole thing. And they aren't coming to rescue. She holds her arms across her chest. The thin cigar bombs in her mouth as she speaks. The good news is I can help you. With a wave of my hand, I can have you disappear. But you need to understand, my darling, is that what you're asking is not simple. First, Murder isn't just delete the number, it's wiping all efforts to the number from all the world's large databases. You smashing your mud shots and the facial recognition database of the first camera you pat doesn't bring them down on you like a ton of bricks. It is covering our fucking tracks, so the act of burning your sins doesn't lead them to us. It requires contacts in numerous corporations and you cast governments. It requires someone like me. Therefore, I need to make a choice. She takes another drag of her cigar and trying to place her palm flat on the table. Do I kill you and dispose of your bodies before the cops come looking for you, or do I help you burn your sins? Academic. What I've learned about trials, the first priority should be your reputation. Two of your people were just killed. Here's the loss of face. Now, I've only seen Shadowrunner and academic touch would be useful here, I think. Don't know about anything else. She rests her chin so on her hand again and smiles at you. Totally. So clever. So clever. Her chin stays on her hand, but her eyes look past you, surveilling the yellow lotus soldiers in it. Yes, I've been placed in a delicate situation, haven't I? Regardless, that's the situation whether you're alive or you're sucking dirt. She stares at you for a long moment, chin still in hand, thinking, taps her ash on the floor without taking her eyes off you. A low, reluctant growl rumbles somewhere deep in her throat. You'll live. You're clever. I like that. I put your sins to the torch, however. I need to tell several valuable favors within my network to do it. And those favors do not come cheap. You will owe me. What do you want us to do? I want you to deliver a message to me, for me. To a business associate in the Vault City. Your Lotus is a strong presence inside. Jeremy Isabel can tell you about it, can't you, dear? Isabel grew up in the Vault City. They took out taxes for the corporations and took protection money from shopkeepers, front yards, people, guns. They hurt people. We do those things, yes, but to be fair, we also operate the Vault City's black market. You might not be alive today if it weren't for the lifeline that we provide. There is Redpole, a sort of enforcer, yes, on the inside. His name is Strangler Bao. Bao is a strong man, a good soldier, but he has forgotten his place. I need you to remind him. How are we supposed to do that? She tosses your memory stick. This is a message for Bao. You will deliver it to him in my name, and then return to me. Remember that Bao's men are my men. By right, they should all be serving me. I would prefer it if you did this quietly and without killing them. I have no use for dead soldiers. One of you will go with these two Westerners to the Vault City, help them locate Bao and show them the ropes. The other will remain here with me. I have several menial and degrading tasks I need doing around the establishment. No matter who goes and who stays, you'll both pay for bringing an APB to my doorstep. Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Now I'm going to find out who ordered the hit on Nightjar and do some dentistry on him with some power tools. That boy was my favorite. He sang to me sometimes. The other one, I don't care. Godchild was an asshole. Fuck you, elves. No one likes the elves. Not even the elves like the elves. Fuck the elves. That will be all, my darlings. Return to me when you're done. Leave. Hey, we got some data. We got some karma. Let's do this. Yeah, alright, got this. I know this mission like the back of my hand. Don't worry about it. Not 1,000 times before. I'll never get used to it. Next time I'm switching like several images. I could put it into dodge, but no, we're waiting a bit on that. It just gives us a new etiquette. Conjuring, let's see dragon lines. What is going to level our quickness? Our quickness, maybe put some points into intelligence. I love biotech too. It's a center of 3 points. I never actually grab cybernetic enhancements. Maybe one day I'll make a cyber build. Till then, well, you do what you do. Auntie Chan said you would come in. You can pass. Choosing your team. Yeah. We can choose one or the other. Now we can choose a Rigger, or we can choose a Spirit Summoner. And I know which one I'm taking. because I played this mission before. Cumberland Vault City, the most densely populated spot on Earth. Nearly 40,000 people cramped in 7 acres of chaos, poverty, disease, and vice. A self-contained city that collects no taxes and provides no city services. Stagnant water sits in temporary wells, trash piles lies piled on roofs, controlled burns, improvised structures laying dangerously overpopulated areas. It's the ideal breeding ground for all manner of illicit trade, drugs, gambling, black market trade, meta-human trafficking, and everything in between. The only law is triad law, and now you need to enter the septic system of a city, find the triad enforcer named Strangler Bow, and deliver a message from Kindly Change. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. AK-97. I was right. Look at that. Some pie. It's better than mine. A basic checkmate is enough for being cheap, reliable, and ubiquitous. Custom Sandler TMP. Shaving off weight in bulk. That's a bad idea. You don't want to do that, but fuck it. All right.
5 of the 6 people in my park.
All right. Let's see if I.
Kill me, and I'm bringing the boys next.
We're bringing the boys. All right.
All right, let's go, boys. You know what to do.
There it is. There's the voice clip. While oily water rains down from above, mixed with the filth and awful and swirl of the streets, turns into flowing slurry run from rise of a shrimpage. In the distance, the sound is of bad county activity add to the ambiances at your arrival. Breaking glass, the cackling hiss of garbage fire, faint streams of terror punctuated by occasional gunshot. Sex and business and violence and misery blended into one. One winces at the stink, waves a hand in front of his face. Raymond said that prosperity is in the walled city, but I don't see it. Why the hell would he want to set foot in this place? You got me. As I said, the walled city is the worst slum in the eastern hemisphere. Maybe in the world. The rat poached said as, folding her clothes and sweet softly, reaches up a hand to comfort it. There's something wrong with this place. I mean, it isn't just a slum, it feels poisonous somehow. On an astral level. It chubs in my stomach even coming near it. One nods and, oh, okay, you were right. This is in the Barrens that feels, I don't know, thicker. Which way? The Lotus Den. That's where about Carlos is a little corner of hell. I know where it is offhand, but I have a way of finding things. There's a flurry of motion in her hip, and a second pair of beady eyes appears. Dobbits shifts her hand from one rat to the other, stroking each in turn. You probably aren't expecting anyone to come in force. We can kick in the door, drop the guards, send them over the messenger to hell out. Jen doesn't want them dead. She wants them to remember where the loyalties lie. It's not to remember much of anything when you get a bullet in your head. I mean, we could kill them if you really wanted to. Technically, Bao is the only one that has to live. Why not keep Chen happy, then piss her off? His group safety is my biggest concern. We don't need to risk our necks for a bunch of triad thugs. I like the way you think. Damn right, let's do this. Let's do this. Ooh, well. I have no idea what game it's from. I am pretty sure it's Call of Duty. It has to be Call of Duty. Hey, that woman. No, you see this man walk up to you in the streets, now you just walk off. Clothing for sale. I've heard anyone say prosperity is in the walled city. Prosperity? I know what that means. Wouldn't you see it? No, not changed. China Bao is in the main city now. Very important. Very important. You know, Bob? I hate the bastard. Me too, you know. I trusted so suit for me. And when I got it to him one day late, he wouldn't pay for it. I don't sue for nothing. You can't eat that. That's rough. I know, you see him, you tell him that he steals me from my thumb. I'll sue those hams for nothing. Would you right on there? Walk away, lady. Walk away from the woman. Oh, that I pressed caps lock. A putrid stench emanates from the remains of this building. You see nothing that would have caused it. Ah. This is late game. You have to remember all this lore for late game. Over here, how a young woman lies in the ground. She's a bloody mess. Streaks of splatters of crimson crisscross her blouse and mat her hair. Judging by the quality of her clothing and the bag of her shoulder, a place as a student. She's out of place here as the rebel would be in a game of urban brawl. She struggles to move, but she's clearly exhausted. The dark circles around her eyes. Yeah, she hasn't slept in days. When the woman sees you heading her way, her face hardens. You hear her hand slip into her jacket pocket, but she studies your face. The fear in her eyes gives way to trust. You guys don't look like you're from around here. A hacking cough shakes her, but her eyes remain fixed. That's alright, what a tennis. Good, it's true. Yours at yours, to keep present. But it is, okay though. The blood's theirs. I thought I'd rest here for a minute before I got back to work. What? You here on a job? She shakes her head. No, still I'm a student at HQ. She glances around, watchful over your shoulder, the building zooming over into windows nearby. Here to do some research, finish before I can leave. This place is dangerous. What are you doing here alone? I wasn't until a few days ago. I've been living with a family in one of the inner blocks for the last couple of months, working on my master thesis. What happened to the family? I'm not 100% sure. The mother, she worked in a dive bar as a hostess. The father was a handyman. They never really went anywhere. I didn't have the money to. I just woke up one day and the whole family was gone. Just gone. I sweat in the place for a while, but then some people started coming around, eyeing the place. I figured I should get up. Finish my research as fast as I could and come back to campus, and then I got sick. What kind of research would you do in a place like this? My thesis about Feng Shui in this sixth world. That was the place. This was the place to do it. The only place to do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Alright, now Feng Shui. Now, some people in our world, Feng Shui is just some fancy terminology for arranging furniture so it looks nice and the spiritual energy can flow. But in the world of actual magic, Feng Shui is an actual thing. And there are people whose entire job is just move stuff around in an office so the flow of Feng Shui could be optimal and people could work better. And here's the academic etiquette is one of the best. It provides with so much usefulness, especially once we get to Reactor. I love Reactor. My favorite Russian. Still in the data gathering phase, or are you attempting to verify a hypothesis? Still inside. Third face brightens. Verification. You know much about Feng Shui? Specifically how that applies here in Hong Kong? A little. Why don't you educate me? As you may know, Feng Shui is one of the 5 arts of Chinese metaphysics. Before the awakening, it was taught as a philosophical system for harmonizing people with the surrounding environment. Today, in the 6th world, Feng Shui is more than just a philosophical construct. It's actually a form of magic. Because everything is a form of magic. There are dragons in Shadowrun. There are dragons. They are quasi-immortal. They're ageless. They can be killed, I think. They do their scheming. They're like ancient vampires. They're also vampires. The whole thing revolves around Qi, the invisible life energy that binds every person and everything together. It's very real here in Hong Kong. Nobody knows the reason why. Maybe it's only real because the people believe it that it is. Orc magic from a 40k. The important thing is it's a measurable, quantifiable phenomenon. There's an entire industry that's grown up around it. There you go. I just told you that. This doesn't look like a place where people are harmonized with anything. No, it isn't, not at all. The feng shui involved cities composed. I mean, just look at the place. The key's all wrong. You can feel it, right? I thought something was bad in Rome when I walked in. Bad key, huh? Yeah, bad feng shui. Key needs to flow or go sour. Positive feng shui allows that to happen. The one clears the throat, then lets out a hacking cough. The effort requires a moment for her to recover before she speaks again. Yeah, but I could use some help. I'm starting learning on. Well, I just started experiments, so nothing conclusive, just a few quick trials to support my hypothesis before I go into the hardcore data mode. There are a few things I have to do. If you finish them for me, I could get out of here. Please follow the notes on this shit. You say what you need to do. I need you to make adjustments to the area's feng shui. My notes will tell you how. The goal is to remove sources of friction and to record the results. My hypothesis is that even a small adjustment can have a measurable impact on key flow. If I'm right, it should improve. And life should get a little bit better. Alright. You rest, I'll take care of it. Alright boys, don't worry. We got this. This is one of the main reasons why I brought the people I got with me along. We bring dungeon everywhere. Why? Because why spending money on people? When the optional characters you can just bring with yourself. There we go, one done. Hey, merchant. Look at those beauties. Very valuable, very valuable. Have you ever heard of anyone say prosperity is in Wall City? No, that's in some selling around here, showing what you're selling. Ooh, look at him. Sorry, I'm not a summoner. I'm not a goddamn summoner. I'm not a spirit control man. I'm not a mage. I'm a man with a gun. Now, give me a second. Now, here it is. This Marcus style has been picked clean. The only place by pool of dry blood. Ooh, spiritual energy. Gabba comes up short, suggests down a small pile of filthy rags on the ground. A man shit enclosed with dry blood and grime. Hey, hold up, this guy has some neck damage coming off it. Thinking that was interesting. What can you tell me about the spirit? Oh, it's a ghost. Either way, that or spirit of a man that thinks it's a ghost. It's hard to be sure. Whatever it is, it's upset. I can feel its anger and so from you. Well, that's all I can get with a talent like this. Go ahead and summon the thing. Sure thing is let me establish a connection. Look at this man, that's no skin. The air above the bloody rag shimmers slowly, something close to a human-shaped coalescence into being. A soft voice that goes from deep inside as if it began somewhere else. What is this? When a spirit peers at you through the eyes is soft and identifies post that. Where am I? You've shed your body, your spirit now. Spirit. I am. What's the last thing you remember? The last thing. I was pushed out of my shop. Hunted through alley. Bowing is I wouldn't pay them. Wouldn't accept protection. Proud. I was too proud. They told me about, butchered me like a dark day. It is just tie that round, tearing at the memories inside itself. It relieves its own death, a network of deep cuts opens in its mouth, the skin splattering black in the ground. The cold light within it glow brighter. It pulses up the fins frozen into its mouth, forcing its jaw to hinge like a snake's. A burning radiance pours out of the spirit's mouth like vomit, splattering the ground in at the pleasant thought of anger and despair. Maybe it can help us. Ow, by chance. We can get us past Bow's guards and into the Vast City so we can find them. The spirit is rolling its head and it shudders, struggling to let the passion dissipate. I had a friend. A smuggler of animals. He had a space hidden a seedlet, yes, but tell me about the seedlet. Tell me about the space. Entrance. The suburb. Shooter. Red paint. Numbers 5, 4, 6, 5. Thank you, spirit. 5, 4, 6, 5. 5, 4, 6, 5. You guys are lucky I'm not shooting. You guys are so lucky. Oh yeah, I got a heavy muscle trance soldier streaming the bearded old man holding a bleeding nose. The punk wears a cheap, disposable thread sticking in the old man's face. This, replies Chase, would look cheerful if it weren't smeared with blood. This isn't enough. We got two options, old man. You can find a way to pay me all the money, or you can drag your bony ass deeper into the wild. Find a spot for yourself there, with the pimps and the predators. We'd find a nice use for you. Your choice. Not fair, I can't pack up and leave. I've been living here for 22 years and this is how it's going to be. Fine by me. Ah. He's out cold. Walk away. Nah, don't worry. Don't even worry about that. So just grab a bucket of sand. Hey, what can I say? I'm a nice guy. Always was a nice guy. Now we gotta go and deal with some hellhounds. Cause honestly, what's a magic game without some hellhounds? We're looking for door relics. Let me just save real quick. You'll notice employee. You'll notice enforcement glares at you. You can see the outline of the old man dressed in his vest body. He flexes and his muscles bulge. What do you want? Step away, you asshole, right now. I thought I'd leave you your burden of currency. Credit stick, please. I got better idea. Fuck, look at this shit. Yeah, man, I think I'll take your money instead. Give me your credit stick so you deal with the old man guy. I'm not playing around. Oh, playing around. Jump down in the streets. And that there is why you save. And that there is why you save immediately before you do something that might be stupid. Press F to cycle through all available weapons and drones. Ooh, interesting. I never read these. Yeah, we can't do this. We don't have 4 arms. The Shadowrunner etiquette. 4 unarmed, or what was it? Was it 4 strength? I think it was. Anyways, I think down here. Yeah, here's the valve. Alright, that's that. And we are gonna be throwing grenades in the late game, I think. Now, this is an investment of 4 points. Do we do it though? No, we don't do it. No, that's 4 points we're never gonna get back. Oh, there should be it. 5, 4, 6, 5. I don't think that's the door. Yeah, that's not the door. There is no code for that door. The only code for that door is having a free induction. And it's your reward for grabbing Elizabeth. Well, 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 if it isn't hellhounds. They did say it was a smuggler. Yeah. Line of sight does play a factor in this game. Woo! Close. Close to that scared there for a second. My ears popped there for a second. I really hate the audio mixing in this game. It honestly sucks ass. And what kind of cover are you? Get into some full cover. 1 damage. On fire. Shit. Jerma, kill it. Alright, oh shit. 50. And we're good. Just like the fountain fud is intended. I own a musket for self-defense. Let's see if I can remember that entire line, that entire conversation from the top of my head. I own a musket for self-defense. Or ruffians break into my house. I grab my powdered wig and touch your rope. I yell, what the hell? Grab my powdered wig and Kentucky rifle. Lower a drop-sized hole for the first one. He's dead on the spot. That's still the chip. Pull out my pistol, or my flintlock pistol, and aim at the second guy. Miss him entirely. And hit the neighbor's dodge. Because it's a smooth born. Let's see. 6, 3, 7, 8. There we go. Run up the stairs to the cannon I'm mounted on top of my stairs for home defense. Fire a grape shot. Activate the collar arms. Affix bayonet and charge the last ruffian. He bleeds out by the time the cops arrive because triangle bayonet wounds are impossible to stitch up. And there we go. That's the entire story. Large man in his 50s stands waiting. Yeah, you can really tell he's in his 50s. His bone structure is heavy. Cord and muscle stands out on his arms and chests. In his youth, it must have been enormous. He doesn't talk so much as emit a low rumble. I don't know. You got in there. Why you got my attention? You'd have a message from Tyler Chang. A message from Chang. Can't wait to hear you mangle it. He chuckles himself. You speak Tartanese so well. But before I hear it, I will admit to a message for her too. Without Chang Chang that her operations are done in the vault. Sitting. Shadowrun is doing himself a promotion. And tell her that if she sends any more rand boys to visit him with another message, Shadowrun is doing send them back in a box. If you need to have errand boy, she'll write down for you in English. No, this is definitely what German would say. This is definitely what German would say. But I'm not. Oh, no. Hold on. It's definitely what German would say, but no. Yet to hear you butchered the message, I'm sad. You drive a small. Mr. Bao, as everyone knows, you're a man of swift action. I respect that, but as that respect, I will get right to the point. I know where your money is coming from. I know that your friends working for Strauss Sanders like myself. They have been hauling in funds from their organizations. I know about this noodle shop that you laundered the money for. I have tasted their broth and found it wanting. The old woman becomes flintly hard. You have been stealing from the Yellow Lotus. Do I find yourself with having a twee, haven't? And I have files to prove it. Bao's eyes widen as files begin to flit across the screen. Receipts, back reports, personal communications between himself and his men. Tensions continue speaking smooth and casual. Now, in the light of this in comfort, you might be wondering why I'm keeping this information to myself. I haven't exposed you, so we should be dragged from your lotus then, by the balls and slowly roasted. And I necessarily spit. And so far, I respect your ambition. You two have a lot to learn about candor and loyalty, but only that you still value. I am still willing to work with you. However, in order for that to happen, we need to come to an understanding about the nature of a partnership. I own you, Bao. You and all your men, you're now my fucking playthings, dolls to twist and pose as I see fit. I am in this position because I am far better at this than you. And it's time you learned it. Except that I'm telling you what I am telling you, and we can get back to business. Prosper together. But if you continue a little rebellion, I will mail tiny pieces of you to your children and take their picture as they open the package. She proceeds to one of her. This is one of her long, thin black cigars. Lights it holds the smoke long time. You have 24 hours to attend to the fold. If you aren't here licking my heels by then, the formation will be released and you will become food for fish. Your choice, Bao. 24 hours. The message winds. Strider Bao turns from the screen slowly, his skin ashen. Get out. And tell Mr. Chang to expect news at Swift Winds tomorrow morning. I will. Thank you for your time. Go. Get out. And that's how we do it. Now we could just murder everyone. We could just beat German 985 and murder 975 people. Those guards still out there, JermaSUS. The same guards? This one is killing. Alright, we'll do it the same way. Fuck, what was the way we... How did we enter? It was here. I don't think there's a way to figure out the code for that. One thing, maybe there is. We'll see. Let's investigate. Hey, it's random man. A third man with five broken nose glances up at you from 5 blood pots. He offers you a jab to the smile. That's fine, I'll say. But like that protection, you're the husband of life, you got kids, you keep them safe with one of these BUDs. About his your satisfaction is everything you want to buy. You ever heard of anyone say prosperity is small city? If you're an origin ledger or a gun runner or a trad, you're sure shit it is. Meanwhile, that you know, hand to mouth, meal to meal existence here. How do you stand it here? Best is good here, man. Limited. Yeah, it's just what you gotta do with the match this. Value in the scenario? That value's been to sell weapons in style. Been selling a lot, even more than usual. Let's do it for me. Show them what you got. Alright, boys, so we did the Benelli. The street sweeper. It ain't the street sweeper, it ain't a striker. Nah, we ain't buying from this random gun runner. Who am I? I'm someone with standards. You gotta understand that. At least these people can run. Holds up a hand for everyone to stop. There's the two of you and looks and hurts his thumbs in his belt. Well, that was the thing. Now with Bishan playing messages between criminals and Hong Kong Senate. I can't imagine what Ray would have wanted in the Vault City. This place just feels wrong. He must have been important. He flew all the way here. Hard lines for an short. But why? This place makes you feel like your life has no value, or there's no point in staying to anything. Great life you have here. I can't believe we actually delivered the old lady's message without anyone dying. Had enough of trying to get the fuck out of here. I'm with you, Dunshaw. I ain't see this place ever again. Dunshaw, seriously, this not gonna stick you. We're going through hell. Dunshaw, that's not gonna stick, is it? Sure thing, Mr. Dunshaw. Fuck. It's hard to shake off the Vault City. Its gravity clings to you, as if wretchedness itself has drawn tentacles that sounds of suffering subside with their echoes still trum your insides. Out of watch, slowly, head down, both hands on her stomach. Whisper in a conversation to someone or something, as long as she can see. Her rats are silent and remain hidden in her clothing. You will pause a moment and breathe a sigh of relief when you finally reach the streets. But return to hell isn't like coming home, suspect. Just looks and closed mouths, sentence smiling faces, the billboard, a universal message. You don't belong here. Now to report back to informer that the message has been delivered, get this message over, get your sins burned, get to the next step, whatever that is. Leave the city of darkness behind, head over to the Mahon Parlor, and a dated crime lord. I love this game. A lot of karma. Damn it, Jerma. Why? Why must you exist in such a wretched form? Overwatch. Oh, I didn't confirm it last time. Fuck. Alright, boys. And there we go. Much better. I love the fact you just click on it and it will auto watch you there. Sort of like Diablo and stuff. I think. Right? Yeah, it's exactly like that. Kindly Chen watches you closely as you walk across the Mayhorn Pala. As you approach her, Lieutenant leans in, brings her mouth close to the Trad's boss ear. Chen smiles and nods, her eyes never leaving you. There's a twinkle in distraught Sandal's eye. I heard from Bob. He got my message very clearly, and I understand that there were no casualties during your little delivery run. I'm pleasant, then surprised. Jabba did a great job of guiding us. Did she? Good to know. My message has been delivered and Shadowrun is back in the fold, earning for me. As far as I'm concerned, our transaction is complete. While you were gone, I set the wheels in motion to wipe your identities. She puts out her PDA, stabs a button with a laterite fingernail. The order has been sent. Congratulations now. You are now sinless. Shadow people. Ward still assembled, his eyes remain focused straight ahead, but his shoulders sag. He'll figure a way out of this dungeon. He'll pulls himself up to his full hand. There's only one way out of this, Jeremy, and that's through it. Whoever would give the older and coward also forced us to give up our identities and took Raymond. That's all I can think about. Finding who did this. Finding Ray. While I was working to get your sins burned, I also had my network look into Raymond Blatt's disappearance. I've been thinking about what you've told me earlier, and I agree. She eyes the room carefully and listens. I can't just let this slide. Someone killed my runners. It'll be a sign of weakness to the Yellow Lotus and the others if I do nothing. She rests her PD on the Mayhorn table facing you. The trial boss's tongue slips from her mouth as she looks over the top, hunting for the right button on its upside-down interface. She finds and looks up at you again. I have news to share with you, my darlings, the kind you won't like. Raymond Blatt is dead. She taps the button and a recording newscast appears on the screen. Aaron's photograph appears on the screen behind the reporter standing on a docks in Victoria Harbor. It's a picture you've seen before, a professional portrait taken from a press release about a youth center he was opening the Redmond Barrens. And Raymond's photo, in other words, Seattle man murdered. Another shooting involved the police department, set up. The Seattle community organizer and industrial engineer was apparently shot and killed while resisting his arrest at Victoria Harbor last night. HGPF police report the UKS man, Raymond Blatt, was behaving erratically and would not respond to police orders to surrender. No additional information regarding Blatt or why he was traveling to Hong Kong are available. Police sustained that due to this shooting proximity to the last night's shootout on the right side, the investigation must remain confidential and no other details have been revealed at the time. Lieutenant Chen taps the button again, and the video closes. This just keeps getting worse. It definitely ain't getting better. Raymond's dead. But Will puts sand over his mouth, trying to process the information. He sways, and for a moment it looks like he's going to pass out. Isabel reaches out, touch Will, thinks better of it, and pulls back her hand. Sorry for a loss. I ran a father, so I don't know what's hard to lose one, but sorry. Raymond dies saying now we're ambushed. No coincidence there. The fuck your way. I'm afraid that's not all, my darlings. This security footage from Tokyo last night you'll find contains a contradiction. The PTA shows silent, grainy footage of a Raymond sitting in a tea. A shot flanked by two guards who looks down at something in his hand, completely distracted. The footage continues in the chamber displays several black-clad figures entering its field of view from different angles, guns ready. A tail purple-dressed man as Sue walks briskly run towards Raymond, flanked by two more. Raymond stands up to face him, and the camera gets a clear view of the suit's face. White plastic. His guards turn to draw weapons, and muzzle flashes erupt from all sides. When Raymond's guards goes down, his submachine gun fires out, hitting the camera. Those weren't cops. Raymond wasn't resisting arrest. What's with that guy's face? Is that a mask? It doesn't look like a mask. It looks like some sort of semi-rigid plastic implant. Real craftsmanship. Quite the fashion accessory. He's the kind of fashion that stands in a crowd. This guy is either a fool or an arrogant son of a bitch. You will not find him. I believe you. One now. I'm gonna find out who this plastic bastard is and get some answers. But while researching, I'm finding there are some facts you don't have to face. She puts on a drive. You're alone in this country. You're not worth no money and identity. I can protect you from the police, but how far would you do about discovering what happened to Raymond without me? How would you survive? This is a topic that requires some serious consideration. You have a very long night, my sweets. Very long. And finally, you all look like shit. Rest now, promise you safety in my town for the night. We'll talk about the plastic-faced man tomorrow. Ladies, still find our new friends a place to bed down in the rat's nest. Squad, what you call home. We'll all talk after you slept. For your next steps together. Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Thank you for your help, Auntie. Of course, my sweet. What are friends for? Oh, we're gonna go see the sinkhole, boys. Is it the sinkhole? Ah, it's the boat hole. Damn it, I knew it was hole something. There's no self-painted on with black paint. You know, someone about have painted it a red boat hole. Alright. We're gonna go meet Raptor, our resident drone. You two can bounce here for a while. You each have to take care of your nest this, that, and that before you enter someone else, did you? Seriously. I know the drill. Stinks of fish, but just like the place we tried on, and there you have it back when we were kids. That son, the one with that Aston family and the Dodge. You hated that Dodge. Kept digging out my food stash on my way. You find and stuff down a week's worth of rub. It's so sad what happened to him and the family. No, I should go out of that way. I think we found some. At 36 hours straight. This has been one shit stain over there. Time to end it. Anthony, before I can leave? Is it just you and Isabel? Yeah. That Nightjar and Dead Shadow John is just us. They work through some metal grind and metal rips through the boat. Sounds like it's turned from the low. And the creepy Russian guy renting the engine room downstairs. Don't worry about it. He mostly keeps to himself. She checks the PDA. He'll stop soon. He's usually quiet by now. We'll have a look around. Alright, yeah, but get some sleep soon. We'll try to use it. We'll just see kindly in the morning. We got on the next move. They're going up, Duncan's going there, and we're gonna go speak with the Russian fella. Come on. I wanna speak with the best character. Alright, looks like that's a tomorrow activity. This is the stash. This is where we put all of our items. Alright, we bunk, we save, and that's it. The cot in your cabin is little made with crisp looking sheets and an insulated plastic blanket. A fine layer of dust coats its surface. It's been a long time since anyone slept here. Go to sleep. You climb into the cot and warm your way into the sheets. They're gonna start stiff as boards, but you've slept beneath worse. The lice and bedbugs that plagued your old prison cell were mercifully absent here. And the salt air is freshened and rancid stint of the Redmond Barrens. Then when your head hits the pillow, exhaustion sets in. You can barely keep your eyes open. Sleep washes over you like a warm bath, and everything goes black. The dream is suffocating. The shifting tunnel of glass and steel, a towering silhouette of dark majesty, the shadowy doorway and the teeth. They snap at your heels as you claw your way back to consciousness. You open your eyes, the dungeon looming over you. He shakes your shoulders roughly. Jeremy! Jeremy, wake up! God, without that, there's a... That was one rough night. That's it. Go over your shoulder. Start stumbling at the hatch without a door. I've been trying to wake you up for a while now. We're trashing around. So. Glad you was having one hell of a night, man. Yeah, and it's up to well, you had a bad dream, I say. What about? I don't remember my dreams all that well. I was probably motion sickness and I used to sleeping on a boat. Woke up a while ago, hit the head. I came back to watch you. Wish you do. Yeah, and I thought the movie there, but there better be a step up from yesterday, Jeremy. That's darn right since we stepped foot in this country. I hear you. Think about it, saving from cops and news yesterday. Fate ours was. In the surveillance footage, we never saw Raymond get shot. The camera was hit by straight down fire. Raymond's alive, Jeremy, I know it. Wait, good chase, Officer Rue. Should have been a detective instead of headbust, eh? Yeah, I fought 12 years again. Squad in a stinking trial. March gone. Raymond's gone. Hell, I'm gone. I don't even have a name anymore. And now I can't even go to sleep from it all without having a nightmare. What else is going to be taken away from me? We still have that piercing down at Tacoma. I had to drop that hygiene issues. What the hell is... Did we fall into here, Jeremy? I mean... What's coming next? No. But whatever it is, we're deal. That's what they say. It's like Ray's always said. Life is improvisation. Yeah, that thought something. Wood drips off for a moment, then throws a smile on his face. Then his head dips a bit and smiles fades. Just right breath. Whatever. Dominant as well. The world we should get. You want to? See what Charlie has to say. Go. Make the run forth. Maximum law. Laws that powers. Mr. Robot over there. Dennis points reach of stale jars full of fresh urine. The clicking of Mayhorn towers is strangely absent in it. Its voice is a low murmur of laughter and an air of eager anticipation. Our eyes approach in the drool, and then figure kneeling bloody and bound at the feet of kindly chain. She beckons to him with her finger, and she struggles toward her. A loud rustling of plastic tarp cracked under his knees as he moves. He pants her what with fear. The sandal and torch lies on the table with Sharon's right hand. Sharon ignores the scene. She behaves as always right in the world. How do you sleep, little ones? Fine, then, what's with the guy on the floor? Jinjin's the kneeling man with incline of her nose. Fibber here is playing close top. He sucked into the air last night. Hope you well yourself, hoping to find you and kill you before his competition got to you first. I might have found him inside the trial you were sleeping on. Decide that your rest was undisturbed, and your local should remain the mystery. She nods her hand towards the pillar of a meat stand behind her. You can then Mr. Balfour nodded it. Now inclines his head 1/4 of an inch. Now, she better tell my friends what you just told me. I don't know what that's why. Which got the orders last night? It's somebody high up wants these today. The whole apartment is in on it. I don't know anything else. Someone from high up. How high? Dobbs just looks up at her. Looks around the room full of treads. So it's one of them opens his coat and shows the cop something inside. He closes it, slowly winks. All the way up. It's someone on the council. Someone on the council. And the executive council wants these two dead. Fuck your ancestors to the 18th generation. Give me the truth. It's the truth, madam, I swear. Well, I was right with the chair with extreme prejudice. Danny Chen shuffles closer to the kneeling cop, reaches down and strokes his head with her hand. Then she slowly digs her fingers at his straw, pulls back hard until his chin points high. The tribe also leans in and enriches his eyes with her own. It's always there. That's Joe off his head and smooths his buzzed hair with his hand. For whatever reason, last night someone on the Executive Council of the Free Enterprise Zone warned the Hong Kong police force to kill 2 nobodies from Seattle. I find that fascinating, don't you? Yeah, but why need to label us international terrorists? She strokes the policeman's cheeks with the back of her hand. Her rusty voice becomes sweet as she explains the ways of the world. It's prosperity, my dear darling. When the government has someone gunned down, they prefer to make it appear justified. The people feel safer when the murderers feel like part of civilization. My, but you have definitely fallen into the deep end of the pool. Seattle is there, the murder corps control the government. Here the corps are the government. The Executive Council is chosen by the corporate board of governors. They basically legislated and are such the branches of Hong Kong government. In one tiny patch, 8 people call all the shots, neat and efficient. But of wage slaves and civilian sheep, the corporations are a pantheon of gods who wield absolute power. But not to us. Who else knows about my guest visit to Hawaii, Shitbird? No, madame. I hadn't called in yet. I want the chill for myself. No one knows they're here, I swear. Mr. Bao? Fuck. What are you doing? Thank you, Bao. I pressed it so fast. She nods at it. Thank you for your honesty. One swift motion. Striking blood produces silence, pistol powers it. Once to the policeman's head and places in his jack. His face never changes expression. I was wondering what we did with him. He knew, my darling, he knew. It is clear our friend Raymond Black was something involved with Vault City, something having to do with prosperity. And this Executive Council member wanted Raymond dead for it. Now they want you dead for it. This plastic-faced man may show up on your door one day. I have a proposition for you, sweets. My sweets. Work for me. When Nigerian got shot dead, I found myself with 2 job openings. Fill them. I have need for deniable assets here, players unaffiliated with the triads who can take care of some of the more unsavory business needs about town. Improving yourselves resourceful and you have no distant internationality that you may positive in this line of work. Shadowrunners. Wood grunts, his jaw tightens as he stays quiet. In exchange, I would keep you safe from the peasant like this one. She nods at the body of the corpse, the balls from the pool of blood and the plastic continues to widen. You have safe harbor here in my town and a steady source of income. She picks up a handful of towels again. And while you dip your toe in the waters of corporate espionage, organized crime, and clandestine mercenary action, I will employ my network to find the plastic face man and gather information about Raymond Black. Where he's been, who he's talked to, who stood to gain from his death, what's this prosperity could be. You put in a lot of effort into a pair of foreigners. Mr. Valuable business associates. I need to learn who killed one of my clients and then ordered the cops to execute my team of Shadowrunners. This brazen disregard for my power faced this dates it must be confronted, and I stand to lose everything. We arrested isn't a liability in this line of work. Oh no, on the contrary, that's a good job. There's a good market for out of town. Talent that's just waiting to be exploited. Plus, you're an unknown. A surprise, if you will. I find the right jobs for people with your talents who do what our clients cannot do for themselves. I take advantage of in a small percentage of your earnings. You make a lot of money and very quickly. It's alright civilized. Work with me, allow me to help you make money. That's my nature. Work for you and help you find out what you got yourself into. With my help, you won't last a day. Without my help, you won't last a day out there. You're completely out of your depth, I'm afraid. You need a partner. Tyler Chang will be your partner. And then I've been playing around this journey. Things are moving fast. There's a lot of process. His hands go to his hips. He drops his head, shades a little confused. Think about that. Because Jim's afraid to find out what happened to Ray. I know. I get it. I just reconcile with the whole thing. He drips his back to his neck, squeezes hard, grips his hand away. Ah, fuck it. I'm not dropping anymore. That guy's dead. A minute. What about you? No. There's no cash in the money. Oh, money, nah. Yeah, that's best. That's still, but it's no. Now in my head, is it? Not all. Remember's alive, I'm sure, but her on the shadows is on a chain, keeps her end of the bargain, and helps us figure out what really happened to him. Let him not find my father. Then it's done. Hell is now open to you. First order of business, Jeremy Robertson and Duncan Wu don't exist anymore. You'll need street names. Yeah, I'll think of something. I feel that you're clever, Dunce Joe. Fine. Fits, doesn't it? Indeed. I knew that was gonna stick. It has stuck. Job at Isabel. It's the same way we did with all your previous work in the same night jar. All the jobs was on your computer. On the squad, though. She points to you. Why me? It's simple process of elimination. Isabel isn't the leader type. You got that right. And Jabba, let's just say Jabba doesn't have a head for business. Not my thing. And then there's a Dunce show. The jury's out on Mr. Dunce show. Meaning that there's a lot of going out in the head of yours right now, and I'm sure I can trust you. So I'm in charge because I'm the best of the West. Oh, I said don't put it that way. You're the most equipped for the role. He's made sense. You're the right person for this, Jeremy. What's that? I had a hand of back in the barrels. JermaSUS. Yes, it's time I dusted it up. Yeah, I've already JermaSUS it yet. I haven't told you that since we were kids. It's welcome to the shadows, JermaSUS. No. Alright. We're gonna grab a spiritualist. We're gonna grab a espionage. Ooh. Alright, confirm all. Look at that, getting level 2 1 body run, dodge, rifle, unarmed, range combat, body token, spirit summon, SMG, spirit control. Alright. And that's that, gentlemen. And that's that. What a night. Just gotta save the oh god. Just gotta save the game and exit. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had fun. Hope you had some laughs. And like always, hope I can see you next time. Until then, have a good one. Bye. Why did I call him Jermas? Why? Why did I do it? Oh, fuck you.